So 2013, you've had this big career in marketing and you decide to go solo, to bet on yourself and start a business. What made you do it?
I joke I had an early midlife crisis.
Okay.
I I was such a good SWATy employee. Like I loved, and I was like this at school. I was a real SWAT at school. Like I loved being told what to do and being patted on the head when I had exceeded in the thing that I was doing. I never wanted my own business. I never even thought about it, never even crossed my mind. Like, and I think as well, and we can dive into this, but like it was never in my world. I didn't know anybody with their own
Mm.
business. I had no one in my family. School obviously never talked about running your own business. And for me, it wasn't even on the table, wasn't at all a thing that I was thinking about. And then I went through a divorce and I split up with my ex-husband and I became a single parent. And I think what happened was life had thrown a curveball. I had made some big changes in my life to make sure that I was living a very happy life, or as happy as I could possibly have it. And even though they were tough changes of becoming a single parent and being on my own, FYI, I'd never actually stayed in my own home on my own until the
Oh,
day my husband left and moved
oh my
out.
God.
It was like, it was humongous. It was huge.
That
So
makes me so sad to think of you
honestly, I
on your
thought
own
I
for the
was going to
first
fall
time.
apart. I thought,
Oh, Teresa.
and my sister came round and I'd got my daughter with me and my sister came round. She's like, right, I'm going to go home now. It would be really easy for me to stay tonight. But if I stay tonight, we're starting a precedent. And she left. And I then stayed in my own home for the first time ever on my own. And so I'd been through all this stuff and I was like, do you know what? My job was really good. I was head of marketing for an agency. But I felt that maybe I wasn't appreciated as much, or I just felt like I needed a change. So what happened was I went out for drinks with some friends, bumped into my boss at the time. We were both a bit drunk and we ended up having a blazing row in the toilets of a
Oh,
bar, right? Now, that is not
right.
me. I've already said I am a pat me on the head, tell me I've done a good job and I want to please you. I'm like a puppy, right? And I thought, this isn't right. This isn't working. Like, I would never do that. I think I probably need to leave. So having worked in marketing for 10 years, got a degree, was building quite a good name for myself locally, I thought I'll easily get another job. Handed in my notice, gave her 8 weeks notice because I was doing a big project. And I thought that'll give me enough time to find another job. Like literally the most reckless thing I've ever done in my life. And about 3 weeks in, I'm having all these conversations with all these other agencies, and they're like, yeah, you're great, but we can't afford you. Or, yeah, you're great, but we don't have a role. And one of my friends who ran a bar said to me, would you consider doing our social media? And I was like, let me have a think. And I put in a price of like £300 for the month for their social media, which is wild now. And they went, yeah, great. And I was like, oh,
Okay.
okay, what if I could get like more people to do this? And it was like my boss was a mind reader. And the second this thought crossed my brain, she went, you need to leave now. And 3 weeks into my notice, I had 1 week left of pay that she owed me because she obviously didn't have to pay me for the other 4 weeks I wasn't going to do. And I had basically 1 month's salary, no savings, no partner. I had a mortgage, a car. My daughter was in full-time nursery at the time. Was she in full-time nursery at the time? Or she'd just left and went? Regardless, we were paying some kind of childcare and no one I could lean on financially. And I had to earn £1,500 a month from day one just to keep the roof above my head. So
Yeah.
I went out there and hustled my backside off and started a business.